Hello and welcome to Pranodaya Academy, your trusted guide for excelling in competitive exams. If you are preparing for a Sainik School, RMS, RIMC, Kittur Sainik, or any other defense and competitive exams, you know that the Indian Constitution is a most important topic. In this video, we will go through a frequently asked and most important questions to strengthen your general knowledge and help your gain and those extra marks that can make all the difference. So get your notebooks and pen ready and stay focused because every concept you learn today takes you one step closer to your dream uniform. So let us start the most important questions on the Indian Constitution. So what is Constitution? The basic concept we have to know that what is Constitution? The Constitution is nothing but it's a set of rules and regulations. It's a set of rules and regulations to administrate the country. So in this video, we will learn about the most important questions on the Indian constitutions which are useful to your exams. So if you eager to learn this, let us start now. So the first question is, who is known as father of the Indian Constitution? The father of the Indian Constitution is called as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So he is also called as chief architect of the Indian Constitution. He is also called as a father of he is called as the father of Indian Constitution, as well as he is called as chief architect of the Indian Constitution, and he was also the chairman of a drafting committee which was responsible to make the Indian Constitution or to draft the Indian Constitution. And the next question is, the idea of the Indian Constitution was proposed by whom? They are asking that who proposed the idea of Indian Constitution? The idea of the Indian Constitution was given by M.N. Roy. He is also called as Mavendranath Roy. The full name of the M.N. Roy is Mavendranath Roy. And the next question is, and one more thing we have to know this, B.N. Roy was the chief advisor to the Indian Constitution. He was the advisor to the Indian Constitution, and B.M.N. Roy was the who gave the idea of the Indian Constitution. And the next question is, when was the Constituent Assembly formed? The Constituent Assembly was formed on 1946 December 9. The first meeting of the Indian Constitution was held on December 9, 1946. Then they elected a temporary president. The next question is that only. The temporary president of the Indian Constitution was the first temporary president of the Indian Constitution was the first who was the first temporary president of the Indian Constitution was Sachidanand Sinha was the first temporary president of the Indian Constitution Assembly on December 11, 1946. The meeting, the Indian Constitution meeting, second meeting was held, and then they elected a president, the permanent president of the Constituent Assembly as a Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad. But the first temporary president of the Indian Constituent Assembly was Sachidanand Sinha. And the next fifth question is, when was the Indian Constitution adopted? The Constitution of India was adopted on November 26, 1949. So every year November 26 is celebrated as a National Constitution Day or Indian Constitution Day, as well as every year January 26 is celebrated as a Republic Day because the Constitution of India came into force on January 26, 1950. So every year January 26 is celebrated as a Republic Day. And the next question is, sixth question is, how many articles were there in the original Constitution of India? When we adopted the Indian Constitution, then there were 395 articles. 395 articles, and presently there are more than 495 articles presently. And the next question is, which committee was responsible for drafting the Indian Constitution? Already in the first question, I said that the drafting committee was the responsible for drafting the Indian Constitution or to make the Indian Constitution. The chairman of the drafting committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And the next question we discuss that the concept of fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution is borrowed from. The fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution is borrowed from USA, United States of America. And the next question is, which article of the Indian Constitution, which article of the Indian Constitution deals with the right to equality? The right to equality. The Article 14 of the Indian Constitution deals with the right to equality. There are six fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. These rights are most important for every human beings. So the next question is, who was the first president of independent India? The first president of independent India is Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad. But why not Dr. B.R. Ambedkar? Why not S. Radhakrishnan? Why not Jawaharlal Nehru? Because Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the first law minister of India. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan was the first vice president of India. And Jawaharlal Nehru was the first prime minister of India. So the right answer was Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad was the first president of independent India. And the next question is, which schedule of the Indian Constitution deals with the divisions of powers between union and states? Schedule 7 of the Indian Constitution deals with the divisions of powers between union and states. And the next question is, what is the tenure of the President of India? The tenure of the President of India is 5 years, including Vice President, MLA, Member of Legislative Assembly, Member of Parliament. Their tenure is 5 years. And the next question we will discuss is, these are the most important questions in all competitive exams, including Sainik, RMS, RIMC, and Kittur Sainik. And the next question is, which part of the Constitution deals with the directive principles of state policy? Part 4 of the Indian Constitution deals with the directive principle of state policy. And the next question is, who appoints the Chief Justice of India? The Chief Justice appoints the President of India. President is appointed by Chief Justice of India, and President appoints the Chief Justice. President appoints the Chief Justice. Chief Justice appoints the President. But Prime Minister is appointed by President appoints the Prime Minister. President appoints the Prime Minister, but Chief Justice appoints the President, and President appoints the Chief Justice. And the next question is, how many fundamental rights are there in the Indian Constitution? I already said in the 7th question, there are 6 fundamental rights. There are 6 fundamental rights. And the next question is, which amendment act reduced the voting age from 21 to 18? The 61st Amendment Act. The 61st Amendment Act reduced the voting age from 21 to 18 years. Before 61st Amendment, the voting age, the minimum voting age is 21 years. After 61st Amendment, the age is reduced to 18. So, if you want to vote now, we have to complete 18 years. And what is amendment? Amendment is nothing but making the correction in the Indian Constitution as per we need by the approval of lower house and upper house. And the next question is, which article of the Indian Constitution provides the right to education? The most important. Article 21A of the Indian Constitution provides the right to education, free and compulsory education to the child from 6 to 14 years. And the next question is, who is the head of Rajya Sabha? The head of Rajya Sabha is Vice President. The present Vice President of India is Jagdeep Dhankar. The present President of India is Draupadi Murmu. The present Speaker of Lok Sabha is Om Birla, and the present Prime Minister of India is Shri Narendra Modi. And the next question is, which article provides special status to Jammu and Kashmir before it abrogation? Abrogation is nothing but abolition. Article 370 of the Indian Constitution provides a special status to Jammu and Kashmir. The special status was given before it was joining India. And the next question is, let us move to the next question. Let us move to the next question. Which Amendment Act? Which Amendment Act is known as a mini constitution? The 42nd Amendment Act is known as a mini constitution because by the 46th Amendment or by the 42nd correction in the Indian Constitution we added fundamental duties. Before that there were only fundamental rights. After 46th Amendment we adopted or we inserted fundamental duties in the Indian Constitution by 42nd Amendment. And the next question is, which article of the Indian Constitution deals with the impeachment of the President? Article 61. Article 61 of the Indian Constitution deals with the impeachment of the President. And the next question is, who was the first Prime Minister of India? Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India, and the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was the first Home Minister of India, and Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad was the first President of India. And the next question is, which part of the Indian Constitution, is known as Magna Carta? Magna Carta in India, in England, it was Magna Carta is nothing but a book written by King John. In India, we call which part of the Indian Constitution is called as the Magna Carta of India. So, Magna Carta of the Indian Constitution is part 3. Part 3 of the Indian Constitution is called as a Magna Carta. And next one is, who is known as first law officer of India? Always Attorney General is the first law officer of India. And the next question is, which country's constitution inspired the concept of single citizenship in India? UK, United Kingdom's constitution inspired the concept of single citizenship in India. And the next question we will discuss that. The next question is, which amendment introduced goods and service tax in India in the year of 2016? In the year of 2016, by the 101 amendment, by the 101 amendment, 101st amendment, by the 101st amendment, the government of India introduced goods and service tax in India in the year of 2016. So the next question is, who was the first Vice President of India? Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad was the first Vice President of India. And the next question is, how many states are there in India currently? There are 28 states are there in India currently. And the next question is, who was the first woman President of India? The first woman President of India is Pratibha Patil, and the present President of India is Draupadi Murmu, and she is the second woman President of India. She is from a Santala tribe, and I hope these questions are most important. And that's it for today's session on the Indian Constitution. I hope you found these questions helpful in boosting your preparation. Remember, success in exams like Sainik, RMS, RIMC, or Kittur Sainik does not just come from studying hard. It comes from studying smart, staying consistent, and believing in yourself. Whenever you feel tired or demotivated, just imagine yourself wearing that uniform, walking with the pride and dignity. Let that image fuel your determination. Keep practicing, stay focused, and never give up because your hard work today will shape your future tomorrow. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it with fellow aspirants, and subscribe to Pranodaya Academy for more exam focused content. See you in the next video. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep aiming high. All the best.